Hi, boys and girls. Today we are working on our EA that says in words. We know the EA can say E or it can say This book is all about the words that it says in, and it's called Ann and Sam, book number 3. Go ahead and repeat after me so we can practice these words that have the sound. Meadow, healthy, breakfast, spread, bread, head, ready, instead, tread, feather, sweater, weather, treasure, and pleasure. All right, repeat after me or read along with me if you can. Today, Ann and Sam are going to walk to the meadow. They ate a healthy breakfast. Sam spread cheese on his bread. If some of the words you're not getting, that's okay. You'll keep practicing. And so thinking about what happened here, they're getting ready to go on a walk in the meadow. They're eating, and he put cheese on his bread. Checking my understanding. The weather was chilly. Ann pulled on a sweater. Sam put his white cap on his head. So let's check our understanding on that page. The weather, it was cold outside. Ann put on a sweater, and Sam put on his cap that was white, another word for hat. We are ready to go, said Ann. Ready! Instead of taking the trail, they will tread up a small path. Sam picked up a long, soft red and green feather. What a treasure, he said as he stuck it on his cap. The walk to the meadow was a pleasure. So he found this wonderful feather that he thought was a treasure. It was a treasure to him. Now we have some questions. So it says, who had bread and cheese for breakfast? Well, I remember it saying Sam, but I'm going to go back and check. So they ate a healthy breakfast. Sam spread cheese on his bread. So here is where you're going to write on page 7. Sam was the person who? Sam had bread, and you're going to make sure you spell that correctly, and cheese for breakfast. You can copy that from right there. Sam had bread and cheese for breakfast. And you're going to write a 5-star sentence, starting with a capital, ending with punctuation, and reread your sentence. Make sure it makes sense. Next one. If you didn't finish that, you can finish it on your own or always press pause and rewind. Why did Ann put on a sweater? I remember, because the weather was chilly. I'm going to go back and just check. Look for the keyword Ann and sweater. So I see sweater here. The weather was chilly. Ann pulled on a sweater. So why did Ann put on a sweater? Ann put on a sweater because, so you'll copy that. Ann put on a sweater. This is how we make complete sentences when we're answering questions. You use part of the question in your answer. Ann put on a sweater because It's a hard word to spell. You might want to write that one down now. Put on a sweater because it was ill. You can press pause now and write that if you'd like. We have 2 more questions. Oops, I skipped it. Page 9. Where did Anne and Sam walk instead of on the trail? Instead of taking the trail, they will tread up a small path. So you can just say walked up a small path. What did Sam pick up? What did he pick up? Oh, yeah, it was that treasure that he found. He picked up a feather. So Sam, say, instead of pick, we're going to say picked. Picked. Sam picked up a feather. Go ahead and press pause and write that down if you're doing it along with me. All right, now you have pages in the back that have the words read, as in like I read a story, heavy, and measured. Okay, read, heavy, measured. Your job is to make sentences with those words. So what did Anne read what? You could say book. Anne read a book. Anne read a magazine. Heavy. Anne and Sam lifted a heavy rock. I don't know. You get to come up with your own sentence. And then measured. Sam measured the feather. So go ahead and finish off with your own 3 sentences and answer the questions if you did not work along with me. You read very well. Good work today, and keep practicing this book, okay? It will help you get better at noticing those EA patterns that say eh.